Hello everyone. So today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, friction. Okay, page number 150. So let's start. The first topic which is given is what is friction. Now, friction is a force that opposes the motion of an object. Okay, when you push a toy car on a carpet, it slows down and stops after some time. The force which acts on the car to slow it down is called as the force of friction. Okay, friction occurs when a toy car rubs against the rough surface of the carpet. Push the toy car on a smooth floor. You will see that the friction is less on a smooth surface, as you can see in activity 12.1. To observe friction, a girl is trying to moving that car in a rough surface. That moving car has covered a little distance. In case of smooth surface, the car has covered much distance. Okay, means in rough surface the friction is very higher than in the smooth surface. Friction, due to the friction, the car has not moved further, but in case of smooth surface the car moved further. Okay, so friction is usually greater in case of rough surface than in the smooth surface. And the direction of the force of friction is, it always acts in a direction which is opposite to the direction in which we are trying to apply the force. Okay, if we want to change the direction in which we are trying to move an object, the direction of the friction will also change. Okay, now next comes is your factors which are affecting friction. Okay, first factor is the smoothness of a surface. A rough surface will always have more irregularities than the smooth surface. That is why the force of friction is always greater between rough surfaces than it is between smooth surfaces. Another factor is force of attraction. If there is a force of attraction between two surfaces, they will make bonds and begin to stick to each other, which has to be overcome. Number 3, third factor is the force which is exerted by the object. The greater the force, the greater the friction. Okay. Next comes your types of friction. First type of friction is the static friction. Okay. Static friction. Static friction, it acts on objects when they are resting on a surface. For example, if you are hiking in the woods, there is a static friction between your shoes and the woods. Okay. Next comes your sliding friction. Sliding friction is the friction that acts on objects when they are sliding over a surface. Sliding friction is always weaker than static friction. For example, if we use a pencil, the pencil lead, it slides easily over the paper, but there's just enough friction between the pencil and paper to leave a mark. Okay, this is the sliding friction. Next comes is your rolling friction. Okay, so rolling friction is a friction that acts on objects when they are rolling over a surface. Okay, rolling friction is much weaker than the sliding or static friction. This explains why most forms of ground transportation use wheels, including bicycle, cars, four-wheelers, roller skates, then scooters and skateboards. Okay, then we have fluid friction. Fluid friction is that friction that acts on objects that are moving through a fluid. A fluid is a substance that can flow and take the shape of its container. Okay. Fluid includes liquids and even gases. Fluids that are more viscous, they exert greater friction than less viscous fluids. Greater friction is experienced when you move a spoon through a honey than through a water. Okay. Then in your book, in page number 152, you have many advantages of friction and even disadvantages of friction. Disadvantage in case of in page number 153 and advantages in 152. Okay, so you have 6 points. 6 points of advantages. You read any 4 of them. Okay, disadvantages also you read any 2 or 3 disadvantage. Okay. Next comes your increasing friction in page number 153. How we can increase friction? Now, to create or to increase friction, first of all, we have to create a rougher or more adhesive point of contact. Okay, we will have to press the two surfaces together harder in order to increase the friction. We have to stop any relative motion. Okay, we have to remove lubrication between the two surfaces, remove wheels or bearings to create sliding friction. Okay, this is how we can increase the friction. In your book also here 3 points are given regarding friction, so you read these 3. Okay, then you have how to reduce friction. Okay, how we will have to reduce the friction in our objects. First of all, we have to make the surfaces very smooth by the use of certain oil or grease. Okay, then lubrication is another way to make a surface smoother. Okay, then we have in order to decrease friction, we have to make the object more streamlined. You can see in case of birds and aquatic animals, their shape is streamlined. Okay, then to reduce the forces acting on the surfaces, we have to reduce the forces which are acting between the surfaces. If there will be more force, then they will be in the motion, then there will be increase in the friction, isn't it? So we have to always reduce the forces acting on the surfaces. And the last will be reduce the contact between the two surfaces. If we reduce the contact between the two surfaces, then the friction will be decreased. Okay, so this is all about a short chapter, that is friction. The question answers exercises are already discussed in your already given and already given in your school app. So you read all those and learn all the question and answers which are given. Read the chapters thoroughly. If you are getting time, then don't waste it, utilize it. Read all the chapters that you have in your second term syllabus, and that's all for chapter 12. Okay, thank you.